Weird. Hey everybody, it's Easy1 here. Welcome to part 2 of my Minecraft David Buster's tutorial. By the way, I did realize I didn't have a pick team up here. So I'll do that real quick and then we'll get started. Here's it, and now, so yeah, we'll go make part 2 of my David Busters. I'm gonna fix this really quick though. Actually, there we go. Actually, no, I don't want that one. Come on. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do part 2 here, and let me get started. Hey everybody, welcome to another tutorial, part 2 of my tutorial of David Busters. So we're going to do part 2, which we're going to do inside of our little establishment. So let me go ahead, go in here, and we'll get started. Alright, so here are all the materials you're going to need to make the inside of your Dave and Buster's. Alright. And I'm going to swap out something real quick. And I'll show you what we're going to do first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rip up the entire inside of our Dave and Buster's. So, and we're going to replace it using oak planks. And I do mean the entire inside of this Dave and Buster's. We're going to place it using oak planks. You really like to try my patience, don't you? Keep that there. Thank you. Alright. You know what? I may just use this again because they're going to make an entrance into Dave Buster's as well. So, alright. So now what we're going to do is going to replace all of that using oak planks. Thank you. Also, I'm gonna need stairs, so I'm thought about that. So, actually, I already have stairs. Never mind. And oh, there. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to come over here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I want to. It's going to go by 9. I want to have the middle 3 of our doors will be right about here. Alright? This is going to be like the entrance. Now, keep in mind that these side entrances we can just leave open. So and if you want, you can actually make them open as well. So this is going to be like the entrance to your Dam Busters. Not there. And there, perfect. Alright. Now we can also, if we want, this is up to you, we can actually use this as like a little waiting room. If you want. I'm going to make it that way. So I'm also going to need a lectern for this. We'll use a lectern, stairs, perfect. So the lectern could be anywhere. We can place it right here, and then we'll place some stairs, like seats, like that. All right, now we're going to move inside of our Dave & Buster's. So, what I want to do is I'm going to come over here where the middle of this is, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I want to extend all of these to where it's just going to touch the outside. And notice how notice how each of these sides are going to reach all the way over here. This is gonna be like the bar area. Think about adding one more row, though. Yeah, we'll go add one more row. And a couple more rows. Alright. So there we go. We now have the inside. We're going to do that here in a bit. So next, we're going to make a restaurant, a place where people can. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out this area here because we're not going to need it for real. Told you we're going to edit this a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take. And we're going to come over here to this area right here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we're going to add a row of oak planks. Place the door here. They're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 oak planks. And what I want to do is I want to take every other area and turn it into glass block. This is where they're going to cook your food, whatever you order, obviously. We'll get to that in a minute. And back here, actually, we're going to start working on the stuff. So the first thing we're going to make is the cooking area. So we're going to come in here and go place down 2 furnaces. And then above those, two quartz stairs. Then what I want to do is I'm going to place in front of each glass I was going to take that out. Perfect. And there we go. There is the restaurant. The place where they're going to cook your food. Alright. Next part we're going to do, I'm also going to need black concrete. So I'll talk about that. We'll get that here in just a second. In fact, I'm going to get it now. That way we can finish it up. So, in the center of, actually I don't want it on, I want to add it here, and no, and here, and here, and here. And what I want to do is around this area, we're going to add fence. like so. Alright, this is your bar area. So, what I want to do, I'm also going to make it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to count from here, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. Then, let's see, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to build a bar area. So, okay. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. And if you want, you can go ahead and put 2 more of these here in the center. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to add bar stools around the area, like so. Actually, we're gonna just do that. But above the bar stool, we're gonna place 2 2 of those, and we're gonna place black concrete underneath. Oh, like that. And we're just going to add it like, oh, add it like that. Actually, perfect. And this is going to be like a little TV. And you can add, paintings if you want. In fact, let's do that real quick. So we're going to add paintings. Oh. Okay. There we go. And this is where they can watch, like, I don't know, sports or something. Yeah. And then I'm gonna add one more TV over here. Perfect. And then on top of all of these, I'm gonna place read carpet. Perfect. All right. And then, if you want, we're going to add another little feature here. Couple of features. Flower pot. And we're also going to use a brewing stand. If I can find it here. There it is. So, flower pot in front of all of the seats here. Like so. And then if you want, let's try. That doesn't matter. Alright, so now we're going to work on the arcade itself. So what I want to do is, well, actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a place to play pool. So, from here, we're going to make this area. We're going to extend it out to about here. Actually, because I want to have bigger right about here. Alright. So this is where all of your pool tables are going to go. You know what? We're going to make this a little shorter. Not because I want to be able to like this. It's not going to really impact anything if we do it this way, but the reason why I make this shorter is I want to be able to walk what I want to do is I want to add a couple more rows like that. So one more row here, and that's gonna blow. That's gonna block that, but that's okay. However, and this is going to be like the little area and can come into play pool. It's not going to be big, but it's going to be big enough, I guess you could say. So there we go. All right. We're gonna add a wall here. Perfect. And then you can go in here. All right. Actually, let's make this a little bigger. Because I want to have at least 2 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the so the first thing I'm going to do is going to place they're not going to be big, but they're going to be big enough. So I'm going to add that. And then we're going to add oak slabs. Going across the there's 1. No. And then no. I don't want to place that there. Thank you. And there. Alright. So what I want to do here is we're just going to place green carpet inside and on top, except for here. Although, I wonder, would it benefit to put black carpet, maybe, on the edges? We have our anvils. Yeah, that looks actually pretty good. Alright. Surprisingly, that looks decent. Alright. Okay, so and then we can add oak signs going across the outside of the oak planks. like so. Alright. Oak. Oak planks, but oak. And what I want to do is I want to add yeah, I think that looks good. Oak. Alright. Planks to the outside of this. And what I also want to do is I want to leave a gap of 2, like so. And there you go. There is your pool. And you could place, or your billiards, I guess it could say. Alright. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you another little neat thing we're going to make here. So, on this wall, we're going to make a VR machine. So, we're going to take this back wall, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to go forward by 4. And you're going to place in the center, we're going to add one more. Well, like here. And we're going to add stairs. And then we're going to add oak planks to the back. And then you're going to place oak planks above there like that. And we're going to use jukeboxes. Or you can also use note blocks. And that just looks like VR headsets. There you go. That is your VR machine. And if you want, you can, you can add a sign right about one side here. VR. Here we go. And if you want, do whatever you want with it. Alright. So, now we're going to make the prize area. Pretty simple. I'm going to place 5 rows of these. And then we're going to delete a couple of these. And we're going to dig down here. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snow. And in each one of these, I'm going to add a Um, I would stand and you go place that. Then we're going to take. Did I get redstone? No, I did not. Okay, I forgot. I forgot to get redstone out. So I finally figured out how to do this. But what we're going to do is we're going to take above. Let's see here. Is this where it's going to be? No. It's above here, I think. Let me make sure. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to. Let's see. One more row. I want to take and place glass block. Okay. And that's what I want. That's what I want. These are pies. This is your pie section. So actually, we want glass over. Come on. Down, please. Thank you. Going over those. Perfect. And then just place where is it? There it is, I see it. Oh, planks all the way over to here. And then place somewhere around here. And you can add other things. Oh, I don't know. You can place like totem of undying. If you want to place like candy, I usually like to use so you can place iron friends here. Let's see here. So we're going to use this once. We throw them undying here. You can place maybe a jukebox here. We like music stuff, or you can place like a for like a console. Some places like you can save up tickets for like consoles if you want. Some places like give you candy. Like I know some places like so actually I got an idea. We're going to take out our anvil and Let's call these Skittles. Oh. No. Alright. Place that there. And then let's put some M&Ms in there. Or whatever candies you want. Like, we will call these M and M's. And you can place those here. Alright. With that, we are done making the prize area. And now we're just going to make a bunch of games that you can play. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a few, and I'm going to knock some of these out. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a few of these games. And we're going to need a couple of windows knocked out for this. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a skee ball. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a good spot. So, I usually like to have like a good section of like a 3x3. I see. So, what we're going to do here is build and say no. So, alright. So, I almost forgot to get a button. Crap. I keep forgetting things. Alright. So it's going to, bring this out a little bit. So, I'm going to add buttons. Let's see. We're going to make this a little harder. And then what I want to do is I want to place that and oh, okay, and the snowball and skee ball. Alright. And then I'm going to show you another one we're going to make. It's going to be pretty simple. So, we're just going to place it right here. We're going to go 5 by 4. And your choice of heads. If you want, you can turn them like that. Doesn't matter what kind of heads you put on there. You can put skeleton heads. You can put zombie heads. Doesn't matter. And this is a whack-a-mole kind of game. Is what I'm going for here. So place that. Place a pickaxe, hoe, whatever you want. And you can also place a button here to show that this is where you put your token in. Or you place it here. And then place whack. Roll. There we go. And then we're just going to place some generic, looking, arcade machines around. So, pretty simple. I'm not really going to show you all the different ones we're going to make, but you know exactly what we're looking for. So, we can place one here. Place it upside down. One, place that there. But it is going to make a bunch of them. Doesn't matter where they're gonna go. Place them all over here. You can place them, I don't know, in the back. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And you can maybe, I don't know, make them different names, like one could be Pac-Man, one could be like a Deal or No Deal kind of game. We'll set some over here. Maybe one right here. And you can and then I'm also going to show you how to make one more thing, and that is a claw machine. Now I don't know how to make it to where you can't win it every time, but I'm gonna place one. We're gonna place one. I'm gonna break this again. So we're gonna edit this out eventually. But what I want to do is I want to. So we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff to make it. But what I want to do is we're going to use a dropper. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to use a dispenser. And then we're going to use a lever. And what I want to do is I want to take, and we're going to place a 5 by 4, actually 5 by 5. And in the middle of all this, we'll place Steve heads. Behind here, we'll place a dispenser. And then we're going to build up a glass wall around the Steve heads. Or you can do whatever you want. And on top of all that, we're going to place, like, to make it look like a claw. Okay. We're going to put a hopper. This might be just a bit difficult. Okay, I'm going to have to break but we're going to place if I can here. Alright. Alright. And then we'll place that. There we go. And then place a button wherever you want to place it. And if you want, so I'm going to, you can actually place oh, alright. Heads in there. Oh. And what will happen is the head will pop out. Like so. And then we're going to make one more thing, because I want to make sure we don't have an empty spot over here. So what I want to do is I'm going to take a smooth quartz block, smooth quartz stair, iron frame, if we can find it here. No, D O L D, and I'm going to add 3 of these. Oh. No, on the front. There you go. With stone buttons and TOKENS tokens. And there you go. You now have your Dave & Buster's 100% fully completed. Again, if you want, you can add more stuff. But that's basically the generic. Looking a very generic looking Dave & Buster's. So let's give you the grand tour of what it'll look like once it is 100% fully complete. We have the entire outside of our Dave & Buster's. It's pretty cool. And once we move inside, we have our greeting area. Open it up. And here is the entire Dave & Buster's completed. Complete with a prize area, a VR game, billiards, and an eating establishment, token area, claw machine, and that is practically it. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on how to make a Dave & Buster's. This was fun. I enjoyed doing this one. Okay. So that is it for the tutorial on how to make a Dave & Buster's. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you're on YouTube. If you are on Twitch, follow. I'll see you guys on the next video. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream.